Hey, welcome. Today I'm going to break down two trades that I took and my whole thought process behind them and the strategy that I used to take these two trades. So both of them are short trades during London session and both of them hit take profit on a 2RR. I'm going to show you exactly how I spotted these opportunities, how I managed my risk, how I looked at entering and exiting these positions, and exactly why these were high confident trades that I was okay with holding for a while and waiting for my take profits to be hit. The goal of this video is to show you how simple and predictable the markets can be if you're following a proven strategy. Before I get into this, you might be wondering, what is your strategy? You're trading your strategy, it's working for you, but how do I know it's going to work for me? Let me show you some proofs and some results of students that have worked one-on-one with me and have gotten results. And then after that, we'll get into the trading stuff. So what you're seeing on the screen right now is a document I made putting some of the students' results. There is a warning message here. It says these students worked one-on-one with me for 6 weeks, and there were students that had to go through the application process and get inside this one-on-one, because I don't accept everybody, right? If I accept everybody, I know that there are people that are interested in getting into this market but are not interested in putting in the effort. So these students' results are because there were people that were actually willing to put in the effort. They were willing to do the work, hence why they got these good results. So I don't want you to see this and be like, oh, I'm going to get this exact same results. You are going to get these results if you're willing to put in the same amount of effort. The keyword here is that they worked one-on-one with me, which means I guided them through everything in terms of following my strategy and then customizing it for themselves, and then obviously going on and being able to do it by themselves. So this video is kind of a case study where I'll review two of the trades that I took following the strategy. But before we get into that, let me show you these results. So this right here is a message from David. He sent me a message. He says, looking healthy today. He sent me a screenshot of all his recent profits. And you can see there, $500, $250, $350, $170. And this is literally on his 4th session with me. So after working with 4 sessions, he still had 2 more sessions to go. And he was sending me screenshots like this. Another one from Zuhaib. He said, but yeah, before I started with you, I had no clue. Now he's sending me screenshots of profitable trades he's taking. Another student sending me screenshots. He says, took like 70% out, left the rest in. Here's another one saying, thank you so much. Now I'm going to show you some more results in a second. Here's another one. Says, yeah man, the program has definitely helped me in learning not only about the crypto market, but also learning about how to think, blah, 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 blah. You can read that through yourselves. But look, another screenshot of taking profitable trades. Another profitable review. He says, it was a good night last night, one big. This is literally after his second session with me. This guy, I'm pretty sure this is Sardar. It's after his 3rd session with me. There's another one. I also tried the 30-minute method on the London session last night and went pretty good. Boom. So this is what I'm saying. The name of my strategy is called the 30-minute per day trading strategy because it only takes about 30 minutes to get it right. There's another one, and I can go on forever, and I literally have another one right here that's full of results. So this is a document I made that you can access for free that talks about how to get into the crypto markets as a beginner, the 6-step crypto blueprint, right? And in here, at the end of each page, I've put some results. So saying David here, complete beginner, made 6.5K profit after 6 weeks working one-on-one with me. I work live one-on-one with students. This is not group coaching calls. This is one-on-one because I want you to get results. My goal is to help you get results, and I can't do that when we're in group calls. 1K plus days. So this is a proof. David sent me screenshots of him making 1K plus days. This is another one, Cooper. He was sending me messages of how well he's doing. It's like, the shit you told me yesterday worked out well. Just did a perfect short from 2.2 on Aster. So he basically, what I told him in the previous session, he went out there, applied it. You can see, got some results. Proven by results. Another one, and there is a lot of results I can go through, right? The point being is the strategy works if you're willing to put in the effort. But the key point being here is that these results are driven by the fact that they worked one-on-one with me. So don't expect you're going to get the same results if you just follow everything in today's video, but you haven't got all the experience, right? What you're seeing on the screen right now are the two trades I'm going to go over from start to finish, what I did, why I took these trades, and how they were profitable trades. You can see both of them were shorts, and both of these trades were taking on Bitcoin. I personally like trading the big pairs, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, stuff like that. Okay, so let's get into reviewing these trades without wasting any more time. Now, I can put this on replay mode and kind of give you some context. Let's go on the 30-minute time frame just to explain my thought process behind this trade, right? So this is a 30-minute time frame, and what I'm seeing is that yes, we are bullish in this area, right? but overall market is still very bearish. So that's like understanding the simple market structure, that we are still sort of bearish, but with this strategy I don't really take that too seriously as long as my setup is correct, and I look for 3 main confirmations to ensure once I get those confirmations I know to enter this trade. So in this first example, what you're seeing here is I've marked out my range that I'm interested in. Now what I've seen is a breakout out of that range, so I'm like, okay, I've gotten my breakout out of that range. What do we do now, right? So this is again on the 30-minute time frame. We'll go on the shorter time frame so this looks more accurately. Now let's work through where I've set my stop losses and my take profits. I've set my stop loss above this swing point, above this area of interest. Now in terms of my take profit, I've set it another area of liquidity and area of interest right here. Now the reason why I haven't targeted this one is because I'm a more conservative, a more safer player in the market, and yes, this already was a 2.13% RR. And this was giving me a 1.9% return. So I was already happy with that. I didn't want to, be greedy and aim for more. Now, my first area of interest was this area of liquidity sitting right here. The reason being is I was like, it might go sweep all this liquidity and then continue with this uptrend, this short time frame uptrend. So I was cautious and I was watching this trade closely because I was concerned about this area. But once you will see in a second that it smashed through that area, I was very confident and I held this trade for a while, as you can see, because I knew it was going to go to my take profit. So let's play this and let's go through some of the key zones. Now what you'll see here is that I went into drawdown for a bit. The reason why I didn't close the position there even though I was in drawdown, first thing is because I follow my rules, and everybody that works with me, I teach them to follow the rules. Stop loss is here, so we let it play unless the stop loss gets hit or unless the take profit gets hit. Let's do Control Z. So again, we're following the rules. Now here is my entry, right? Here is my entry. We've got the initial breakout. We've got this massive bearish FVG. We go there, we're respecting the bearish FVG right here. So what I see right here on the 5 minutes is that we've respected this 5-minute bearish FVG. So that's why I've entered on the retest of that. Now we can go on the 1 minute and double confirm this idea. You can see that, again, there is a 1 minute FVG, bearish FVG as well. What do we do? Multiple times, 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, we've gone and we've respected that FVG. So as soon as I started retracement back down, I could have entered right here. I was a bit late to the trade. I took a short right here. We went into drawdown for a bit, and I was not hesitant because I knew my idea was correct. I knew that most likely this is going to go at least to some of my take profits. If not the last one, we're most likely going to that first area of take profit, this one right here. And you can see we got a big smash down, and that was my double confirmation. You can call it that. Okay, we definitely are trying to go down. We are trying to push down. Now this right here was an Asia low. So this was Tokyo's or Asia's low right here, and we kind of smashed through that. So again, more confidence that we are going lower, and boom, right there I was like, okay, we've taken out the Asia lows, and it doesn't look like there was enough buy side liquidity right here that's going to push us up, right? Because it tried to push us up, but sellers were continuing to stay in power. So I was like, let's hold this trade for a long more, and boom, we went to that first area of interest that I was talking about right here, and this was the first area I was really watching closely because, again, a lot of buy side liquidity is sitting here, right? And buyers did push the price up. So again, most of the people would have taken their first take profit here, and that's what I teach. I say take profits in a laddering kind of situation where you're taking profits along the way down. It went back close to our entry, and again, because I know my strategy is right and I know that this was a high A+ tier setup, I did not get scared to get out of this position. You can see we go to drawdown for a bit more, but overall I held this through the start of New York session, through the pre-market, and our take profit got smashed right there when New York session opened, and this was a beautiful profitable trade. And you can see there's reasons behind my take profit. I've put my take profit at areas of liquidity. I've put my stop losses at areas where I think price is gonna, if price goes there, then it means that my idea and my trade is wrong, so I want to be out of the position if it goes there. So this was the first trade, right? This was the first setup, beautiful entry. Now there was some stuff that I was looking into this that I do go through in the one-on-one. To be 100% honest with you, this video would be 10-20 hours long if I try to go through everything, every confluence, every confirmation that I'm looking for to enter this trade, to exit, to take profits, to stop loss, stuff like that, right? But put simply, this was the first trade. This was my entry, my stop loss up here, my take profit down here. Now let's go to the second trade that I took right here, which was also during London session, I'm pretty sure, and it was also another short trade. So I'm playing this on 30 minutes just so we get to it quickly. So let's go on the 5 minutes to kind of explain this trade again. So again, market was continuing that bearish sentiment. So I knew that again, we are bearish in this short time frame as well. Overall, we're also bearish. And then what I was looking at right here is I was looking to set my take profit again at those key areas of interest, those areas where liquidity is sitting, those areas of order blocks. And what you will see here is that we saw a really big dump and I entered on that dump. The reason being is I saw a nice order block right here after that dump. And when I see an order block like that after a dump, it usually signals me that we are trying to go lower. My stop loss was above this area of interest, above this bearish FVG, you can call it, because again, my thought process is that if we go above there, my idea is wrong and I would like to be out of the trade. Take profit was at an area of liquidity. Now let's watch this play. Again, we were going into drawdown for a bit, so a lot of people would have gotten out of the trade after they saw a small loss. The reason being is because they're not thinking straight, they haven't got their ideas right, they don't know what they're looking for when entering trades. That's why they exit early, they take profits early, or they take their stop loss too early. But again, I know that my idea is correct. I know that worst case scenario is the stop loss, but I know that on a long enough time frame I have a profitable strategy, so I don't care if the stop loss gets hit once or twice in a trade of 100 times, right? So let's just play this, and again, boom, take profit hit right there. We take that there, and you will see that again, the take profit got hit because there was a reason behind the take profit. The stop loss didn't get hit because the trade was a good setup, but the take profit got hit because there was a reason behind the take profit. Now, there is also the case that what could happen is this. There is also the case that we do something like this and we go hit the stop loss and we continue to go higher. So that's the reason behind why there is a stop loss in the first place, is to stop us from going into this much drawdown, stop us from going into loss this much. Same case right here, right? There was a stop loss in this area for a reason, because I know that if price goes through this area, then my idea is wrong. I don't want to hold this trade for a long time. So there was a case that this could have happened and I was safely out of the trade here, taking those losses that I'm okay with taking, again, because that's part of the trading, that's part of the strategy. It's a business. A business does not run without expenses. To recap everything, this was 2 beautiful short trades I took following the 30-minute per day trading strategy that I teach everybody that works one-on-one with me, and you can see that it is a strategy that works. I mean, if you've been following my social medias, you know that it works, because every day on my Instagram I post the before and after trades. I literally post the trades when I take it, and then I post the result couple hours or an hour or 30 minutes later of the result hitting take profit or stop loss. So again, everything put together, 2 beautiful short trades. Both of them were a 2RR trade. Both of them was above 1% return, which is beautiful because I usually do leverage. So that's more like a 5%, 10% return, which is again, beautiful. So if you want to learn how to do this by yourself, and you really want to understand the thought process and how you can think like I'm thinking, how you can basically grab everything that's in my brain, implement it in your brain. Grab everything that I do in my day-to-day trading, implement it into your day-to-day trading, and then copy that and replicate it every single day because it's replicatable. There will be a link somewhere around this video where you can apply for the one-on-one. There is no guarantees that you will get in. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that. There is also no guarantees that you will even get to go on a call on the first call with me, on the discovery/interview call. Make it highly likely that you will get to go on the call with me. Write some good answers to the questions on that form when you are booking the call, because I read through those answers. There's people on my team that read through those answers, meaning if those answers look like you are not serious, if those answers look like you don't give a shit about this, then we will not hop on the first call at all. We will not even get you in the program. But if those answers look like you're serious, looks like you are actually trying to make this work, and they look like you are actually serious about this, then we will at least, on the very least, hop on that free discovery call to kind of get to understand each other and see if we are a good fit to work together. And then if we are, we go from there. Now, one thing I'd like to end this video by saying is that, of course, this is a paid program, but this is not a course, meaning I'm not giving you videos to watch. I am working one-on-one with you, trying to help you and force you basically to replicate this strategy, because if I give you videos, there is a 98% likelihood that those videos will do no good for you. But if I am working one-on-one with you and I am forcing you and I'm keeping you kind of accountable and I'm giving you homework, again, all the sessions come with homework, and I am basically giving you tasks to do, I'm going through everything live one-on-one with you, not group calls, then there's a high likelihood that you will be one of those students, will be one of the students that are on this list that are getting results. The reason why I think, or personally how I know these students are getting results, is because they ended up working one-on-one instead of watching some random videos, right? If this sounds like something you are looking for, if this sounds like this is what you need basically right now, you are in this position, in this time in your journey where you really need that one-on-one support, apply somewhere around this video, whether it will be in the link in the description or whether it will be a button around, and then I will see you inside. Anyways, go enjoy the rest of your day. And I did catch a profitable trade while making this video as well, so let me go enjoy my day.